Welcome back to Biz Asia America. I'm Michelle McCory. Cuba is ready to open its doors to foreign capital. The island nation's legislature will hold a special session on Saturday to pass a new foreign investment law. And our correspondent Michael Voss joins us now live from Havana. Michael, good evening. Do we have any details yet of exactly what sort of incentives there'll be for foreigners to invest in Cuba?
Michelle, details are finally starting to emerge. The latest edition of the official Communist Party youth newspaper has published some of those details in its latest edition. Every area of the economy will be open to foreign investment, except for health, education and military enterprises. The tax on profits will be cut in half to 15%, and foreign investors will be exempt from that for the first 8 years. Now, the only investors who can't take advantage of this are from the United States, the US trade embargo. The Cuban-American lobby there remains opposed to any lifting or easing of sanctions. But as I discovered recently, even amongst this group, attitudes are starting to change.
Carlos Mendez Peñata is a New York-based corporate lawyer specializing in investments in Latin America. He left Cuba with his parents when he was 9 years old. Now he's back as part of a tour organized by the Council of the Americas, a US-based business organization that promotes free trade.
Obviously, right now, because of the embargo rules, U.S. investment is not allowed. Europeans are obviously investing very here, and Brazilians are also investing very heavily here.
Most of your generation are against engagement and for the trade embargo. Do you see this consensus starting to break?
Yes, I think it is, because I think the embargo, in terms of its of some of its aims, has not achieved those aims. It hasn't achieved a change in government here, and therefore other ways ought to be tried. And engagement on an economic basis, I think, is going to be probably more fruitful.
Taking a break from the tour, he invited me to join him as he searched for the house he grew up in the leafy, affluent district of Miramar.
It's always great to connect with your past, and that's one of the great things about being able to travel here now, that you can do that, and it's something I didn't do for 45 years.
Are you hoping one day to get this house back?
I think there's going to have to be some type of restitution because of the, not because of houses like this, but because of major businesses and so forth that were expropriated. And I suspect that you have many models in Eastern Europe and other places as to getting things back.
Issues like restitution, though, remain a long way down the road. There are still no signs that Washington and Havana are about to consign their Cold War hostilities to the past.
There won't be any American investment here, but plenty of others are taking a lot of interest in these changes. This week, for example, a group of 32 Brazilians from different companies there have come to inspect the free trade zone at the new port at Mariel. Michelle.
Right, Michael, this new foreign investment law does mark a major change in policy for Cuba, given that most of the country's economy is in state hands. So what has prompted this change and the newfound desire to let foreign companies in now?
Well, despite the recent economic reforms, Michelle, Cuba's economy is struggling. GDP last year was just 2.7%, much less than predicted. This year, it's expected to be just 2.2%. They say they need foreign investment now to boost exports, cut imports, and to modernize its manufacturing sector. Michelle.
All right, Michael, thanks so much for following that story for us. Michael Voss, live in Havana.